So here's the Ram hood scoop. That's what it comes with. Breakdown. Alright, step-by-step instructions. It's the box it came in. Try to give this a shot. We got, that's a cutout for the template. The actual Ram Air. Got the grill. And then an aluminum mounting bracket. And the invoice, so that's it. So I'm going to see how hard this is. Okay, so here's my thought process with this. As you can see, that doesn't tell you jack. No measurements, no real location, nothing. That my template doesn't look like the one they have in the picture. So my theory is take the tape off the back, raise it up enough to where the hood will hit it, and then it'll stick to the roof of the trunk for the hood lid. So that's all I can think of here. And hopefully once it's stuck up there, and kind of pat it down, maybe draw around it, and then remove the liner, cut the hole out, and go from there. We'll see how this goes. So here's what I came up with. An old hubcap off of my other project. I raised it up a little bit, verified it's touching by shutting the hood and seeing. Now hopefully it will stick. So I'm going to take the back off. I'm going to try to shut the hood on it, put a little pressure on it, and then hopefully when I raise it back up it's sticking. So we'll see. I kind of have to just guess roughly where it is, and I'll have to trim from there, I think. So alright, give it a shot. So here's how it worked. You see it's missing. It's stuck, so we're good, I think. Only problem is I think I'm gonna have to make it even wider. I think I have to go outside of that gasket because this gasket matches here, and that's what makes your seal, and that's what'll stick to the hood. So I might use that as the template, but this will get me started. So alright, I'm going to try to get that up there, draw a line, and I'll probably have to remove the entire thing to cut it. So we'll see how that goes. If I run anything, I'll let you know. Doesn't look too hard. So famous last words. So I guess I should have shown a little bit more during this process, but anyways, that thing worked. Ended up putting this back up there, and actually I just measured the thickness, which was just over 1/2 inch, and from this template I traced around it in marker, which you could see up there. I added just over 1/2 inch to every way around here, drew it again. It was just a pain in the butt to try to tape that up there against felt. Can't tape very well against felt. So anyways, looks like I should be in the right area, I think. We'll see. But I'm pretty confident in it. We'll see how it goes from here. Other than that, all I used was a nice X-Acto knife, and just slowly worked my way around, made it nice and clean, so it doesn't look like crap. Cut around. It's pretty thick insulation. Here's what came out. Some of it was real easy. Thicker parts were a little bit more messy, but the X-Acto knife worked pretty well. I was going to use a Dremel, but X-Acto knife was easier. So next step, you gotta pop the grill out of the front from the outside, which it looks pretty easy. Just pop it out from the bottom up, it says. And then we'll go from there. Looks like you gotta pull some of this back to get to this view here. So we'll see how it goes from there. Looks pretty easy. I'll keep you informed if I run any problem, any tricks. Wish me luck. Alright, so that is out. That was a little tricky. So I'll walk you through it real quick. Let me show you kind of what it looks like from the back. See, there's a little clasp, but actually, here. See, it kind of wraps around the metal. These two are wedge shaped, so they pop behind the metal. So I had to go from the back, which means popping this out of there, and then working on it on this side, popping that out. There's two other things to pop here, and then it just slides in that direction out. So a little bit difficult, but nothing terrible. You just don't want to damage anything. It says to pry from the bottom up. I strongly recommend against that. So try my method from the back. It's easier. You scratch something, it's not your hood, it's not on the outside. Worked pretty well. So next, some trim I've got to install. I'll have to see what that is. I don't know what they're talking about. I'll get back with you on that one. All right. Let's see what we got. Here's the trim. It was in the bag. I guess it just goes around the hole behind here. Then we got to install the metal spacer, which is that aluminum bar down there. It's very vague about that one, so that might be interested. Here we go. Okay, update. Pain in the butt. Things were going pretty well. This step number 4, insert the aluminum bar, which, what did I do with that bar? That bar down there, into there. Don't do that. Number 1, it slides, so I just had to dig mine out. If it does slide just a little point, you can fish it out through the hole there, but it slides all the way back. So really, the step you need to be concerned with is, let me show you, the orientation, this one, with the single hole forward and the threads down. And I'm guessing, it's just a guess now, that those, because it doesn't really tell, but just by the way everything's built, the bolt and the washer, there's 2 slots. There's, see that little bit of light there? There's 1 slot there, and there's 1 slot behind the light. I am guessing that's where those will go. Like I said, it doesn't really show you, it just points in a general direction. I'm assuming that's where they'll go. The bolt with no shank goes on first in the front here, and so this is the step I'm really skipping to. I'll put this in and put the number 3 in, and it says snug number 1, but do not tighten. Number 3 should hang freely. So that's what I'm going to do next. I don't think this will be too bad, but we'll see. I'll catch up when we're done with this. I'll show you. Alright, so that took all of a few seconds. I'll show you. So I am right. I'm pretty damn sure. You can see that bolt there, slot. Suspiciously, the washer lines up with the bevel. They're pretty good. Number 2 shows a space on the picture. It says do not tighten. And so I didn't. It's number 3. Alright, looks like we're working on the outside next on the scoop. So you can see, you gotta do some cleaning, prep the bezel opening, the bezel seal, it's in there. Slide the scoop in. So this is the moment of truth, I guess. It's kind of odd, the orientation here. So Um, I just got to do some playing around with this. It just, you can kind of tell that that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, the way it's oriented. So, guess I got to make sense out of it. So, you'll learn through me, hopefully. All right, jeez, what a pain in the ass. So, here is how it works. Okay, really pay attention to this here, I guess. That is the front of the vehicle. Shank bolt, that's the back. That when you put in flush, that's a hole. This right here goes over the light fixture holder. So it kind of is a guide for all this. Here's the dilemma. When I got that done, see, there's the bolt with no shank. Shank bolt goes all the way through the threads on through, and then the hole where there is no bolt, that's that one, and then that continues on there. So if you can imagine, well, I'll get it up there and you guys can try to figure out how the hell this is supposed to work. So just getting to it. Another thing is just need to take all that off. Don't lose the little clips like I've done already. I don't even know where the hell they are. So this is turning out to be a pain in the ass. So yeah, just remove it. I'm probably gonna take the rest of them off here when I stop again. So all right, here we go. So I lied, people. By some sort of miracle or Mopar engineering, which I don't know, you make your own decision there. Those bolts went in so easily. That one's kind of a pain in the butt to get back to around there. They're not tightened, but I mean, they just went in there perfectly, blindly. Crazy. So, next step, I guess. And another thing, this step here, I would actually wait until that thing gets installed. You can put that seal afterwards. It's easy to get to from the open vent, and then what happens is when you're trying to stuff that into that hole, you kind of damage that seal. So hindsight, do this after you get it installed. Put the seal on. It's much easier and will probably last you longer. So I guess next step is to put the vent in. Made everything up. Tighten it up. Yeah, I already got that. Take that off. Put another seal in there. Should be it. I'll show you in a little bit. Looks pretty easy. I think my hole's gonna line up good too, guys. So cross your fingers there. Well, the rest of it went really easily. You can see how clean it is. The hole I cut was absolutely beautiful, if I do say so myself. See? Great idea, like I said. Use something to prop it up on there. Shut your hood on top of it. It sticks to it. Draw your pattern. Add, if I would have left those two together, I probably wouldn't have had to add anything. But anyways, that's what I had to do anyways. All said and done, the last part is just unbolting the Mopar, which I'm going to be sad to see that let go. You can see it there. Taking it off of there, putting your seal around, and then right now I'm going to shut it, start it up, and check it out. Really, it's impressive, pretty cool. So there it is again. Those bolts went in unbelievably easy. If you can see them hidden back there, I'm still just blown away. That's engineering. I'm very impressed. That's like German level accuracy. So again, the bolts are crappy though. Wish they would use stainless steel or something a little bit more pretty and durable. So anyways, all said and done, it does look really good. So here's the intake. There's the Ram Air, nice and clean. I am very happy with it all. Again, take the whole thing off. Take your whole liner off. Makes life easier after you get everything cut and measured. So other than that, like I said, we're going to start it up. Check it out. Truck's dirty right now, so here we go. So one more thing I'm going to show you. Let's watch the alignment here together. So looking pretty good. What do you think? Alignment looks good. And let's see if we can actually see it. There, you kind of can right there. There we go. So there it is. Let me shut the hood. So it looks good. I'm going to push down on it and go from there. Oh yeah, here's another thing. Here's the new grill. No different from the other one, except we have holes. Here's the left one. So here's the other one. Nice. Very cool. All right, listen. I think it sounds a little different. A little whine. It's kind of cool. So I'll do it again. Yeah, that's cool.